Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're going to make something that looks super impressive, but is secretly one of the easiest, most forgiving desserts you can make. I'm talking about a beautiful, rustic fruit galette. Think of it as a free-form pie, where imperfections are not just okay, they're part of the charm. It's perfect for when you want that homemade pie feeling without all the stress. So, if you're ready, let's get baking. First things first, let's talk about the star of the show. The dough. A galette starts with a flaky, buttery crust. You can absolutely use a store-bought pie crust if you're short on time. No judgment here, but if you want to make it from scratch, it's really simple. You'll need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of sugar. Just whisk those together in a large bowl. Now for the magic ingredient, cold butter. You'll need half a cup, or 1 stick, of unsalted butter, and it needs to be super cold, straight from the fridge. Cut it into small, half-inch cubes. The key to a flaky crust is keeping the butter cold and in distinct pieces. We're going to work the butter into the flour using a pastry cutter, 2 knives, or even just your fingertips. You want to cut the butter in until the mixture looks like coarse crumbs with some pea-sized pieces of butter still visible. Those little butter pockets are what will create the flaky layers when they melt in the oven. Once your butter is worked in, it's time to add the liquid. We'll use ice-cold water, about 4 to 6 tablespoons. The trick is to add it 1 tablespoon at a time, mixing gently with a fork after each addition. You want the dough to just come together? It shouldn't be wet or sticky. Stop adding water as soon as you can gather the dough into a ball with your hands. Overworking the dough or adding too much water will make it tough, and we want a tender, flaky crust. Once it forms a ball, gently flatten it into a disc. Wrap it tightly in plastic wrap, and let it chill in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. This resting period lets the gluten relax and the butter firm up again, which is crucial for that perfect texture. While our dough is chilling, let's prepare the delicious fruit filling. The beauty of a galette is that you can use almost any fruit you like. Peaches, plums, berries, apples, pears. They all work wonderfully. Today, I am using a mix of fresh berries and sliced peaches because I love that sweet and tart combination. For a galette of this size, you'll need about 3 to 4 cups of fruit. If you're using larger fruits like peaches or apples, make sure to slice them fairly thinly and evenly so they cook through. In a large bowl, we'll gently toss our fruit with a few simple ingredients to enhance the flavor and thicken the juices. Add about 1/4 cup of sugar. You can adjust this up or down depending on the sweetness of your fruit. Then, add a tablespoon of cornstarch. This is our thickener, and it will prevent the filling from becoming too runny and making the crust soggy. A squeeze of fresh lemon juice, about 1 tablespoon, will brighten up the fruit's flavor and help prevent browning. Finally, a little pinch of spice like cinnamon or a dash of vanilla extract can add a wonderful warmth. Gently toss everything together until the fruit is evenly coated, and then just set it aside. All right, our dough is chilled and ready to go. Lightly flour your work surface and your rolling pin. Unwrap the dough and place it in the center. Start rolling from the center outwards, rotating the dough 1/4 turn after each roll to keep it from sticking and to help maintain a roughly circular shape. We're aiming for a circle about 12 to 14 inches in diameter and about 1/8 of an inch thick. And remember, this is a rustic tart. Don't stress if it's not a perfect circle. The uneven edges are what make it look so charming and homemade. Once your dough is rolled out, carefully transfer it to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. This makes cleanup a breeze and ensures the galette doesn't stick. Now for the assembly. We're going to leave about a 2-inch border of dough all the way around. Spoon your fruit filling into the center of the dough, mounding it slightly. Spread it out evenly, but don't go all the way to the edge. Remember that 2-inch border we talked about. Now for the fun part, folding. Take the edge of the dough and gently fold it up and over the outer edge of the fruit filling. Continue folding and pleating the dough all the way around. It doesn't have to be neat. The pleats can overlap. This rustic fold is what gives the galette its signature look and holds all that juicy filling inside. To get that beautiful, golden brown, shiny finish, we're going to give our crust a little spa treatment. You can brush the folded over dough with an egg wash, which is just 1 egg whisked with a tablespoon of water or milk. This helps it brown beautifully. For an extra crunch and a bakery-style finish, sprinkle the crust generously with some coarse sugar, like turbinado sugar. It adds a lovely texture and a bit of sweetness. Now our galette is ready for the oven. We're going to bake it in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 35 to 45 minutes. You'll know it's done when the crust is a deep golden brown and the fruit filling is bubbly and thick. The smell in your kitchen is going to be absolutely divine. Once it's out of the oven, let it cool on the baking sheet for at least 15 to 20 minutes before you try to slice into it. This allows the filling to set up properly. You can serve it warm, whose does it is, or take it to the next level with a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a dollop of fresh whipped cream. The contrast of the warm, bubbly fruit and the cold, creamy topping is just heavenly. And there you have it, a stunning, delicious, and incredibly easy rustic fruit galette. It's the perfect dessert for any occasion, from a casual weeknight treat to a special dinner party. I hope you give this recipe a try and see just how simple it is to create something so beautiful. Thank you so much for baking with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more easy and delicious recipes. Happy baking!